What's up, guys? It's the Carp here, back again with another Leicester City career mode episode. This is episode 6, and today we start off with the game against Watford. But before we get into that, we're going to do some more training, again with Ndidi and Chowdhury. Hopefully they can get those stats up a little bit more. Okay, so nothing too big there, just a couple of things up for Chowdhury. And now we're going to go into the first game of the episode. So Watford, probably at home, I want to say. I think we'll have to see after this. We're just going to sign a couple more players to the youth squad now. Lots of decent players in this scout report. Wow, that's like 5 or 6 there, so that's pretty decent. Islam Samani, actually, that was from the last game, I'm pretty sure, out for 8 weeks. So he's going to be out for a long time. Is that what's today? It is okay. So it's away against Watford, as you can see there. Okay, so Slimani is going to be out until the transfer window. I was going to say we could bring in another striker, but that's probably not going to happen because we would have to sell him first, which I've considered selling him anyways. But now that he's injured, he's not going to sell. Because he's not got a single goal this entire season, I don't think. We can look quickly right here. Yeah, 19 games played for him. He has 1 assist. That is absolutely dreadful from him. He came in for 27 million. He's worth 20 million now. He's not improved in any stats. He's the second highest rated player at the club, but he's just not performing well. Musa hasn't scored either in 12 games. And Ulloa there has not started. Ulloa? I'm not sure how to pronounce that. I don't know. We'll say Ulloa for now. Okazaki, though, so he's got 1 goal in 3 games, and those are probably, I think only 2 of those are starts. So I think he's going to be the one that we throw in ahead instead of Slimani. Musa would have been my first choice, but given his goal record so far, I'm not too convinced. So we are going to start with Okazaki there, and hopefully he can do the business, score a couple of goals. Who knows? He could turn into our first choice striker alongside Vardy by the time Slimani gets back from injury. We'll just have to wait and see how that pans out. Obviously, his career is almost over. He's 30 years old, 77 rated. He's not going to get any better. He could go up probably like 2 or 3 ratings. If we're lucky, but that generally doesn't happen. He's probably just going to start degrading a little bit, so we don't want to use him as a permanent option, but he could definitely, if he could score us a couple of goals, that would be great until Slimani gets back. But here we go, against Watford, away, nothing so far, a half an hour in, still 0-0, not even a card so far, a very boring match. Halftime is passed, and Barami there has scored to make it 1-0 to Watford. Not great. 70 minutes played. It's looking like that's how the game's going to finish. Can we get a late equalizer? No, we cannot. So throughout the entire match, only 1 substitution and 1 goal. A very boring match, and unfortunately a match that we lost. 3 points dropped there. Not great, but now we turn to the Champions League, in which we are top of the group. Surprisingly, really, especially considering how we're doing in the league. We're not like in the relegation zone like real life, how Leicester are right now. But that's still pretty surprising. We're 3 points clear there. It's looking like we are. Yeah, we're actually already qualified for the next round. It just is a question of whether or not we're going to finish first or second. So that's nice. Got a little bit of security there. We play Sevilla away next, though, which is a very tough match. We're going to go ahead and start our full-strength squad and see if we can get anything out of this game. Sevilla are not in good form in the Champions League, though. They lost to us, and then they lost their last 2 and drew 1 out of their last 3 games. Mahrez and Nzonzi with back-to-back goals there, so it's 1-1. 30 minutes played. Vardy with a yellow card. Don't see him getting a second one, but that would be pretty bad if he did do that. Still 1-1, and Albrighton there There we go. 66 minutes played. He scored. Ben Yedder, unfortunately, has canceled that goal out. But a 2-2 draw there is a very good result. Away to Sevilla, I would take it. We almost came away with a win. But that late Ben Yedder equalizer has, salvaged them a point. Didn't mean to go into that. So we're going to get back over here. And now we have Middlesbrough at home, I believe, which should be an easy game. Hopefully we don't get any surprises. We've had a couple of, should be easy games so far in the season that have turned out to be pretty tough. But that's the squad we're going to go with. Same squad again against Middlesbrough there. And hopefully we can pick up a big win here. We haven't really beaten any teams. I think, oh my god, Fuchs missed a penalty 5 minutes in. That's his first miss of the season. But anyways, like I was saying, I don't think we've really smashed any teams so far this season, as Okazaki scores a goal, and his second goal right after that. Could he get the hat trick? We'll see. He's got half an hour left to do so. I figured he could score a couple of goals for us. He's got, he had 1 goal in 3 games before this, and he's now got 2 goals. Fuchs with a penalty. He scored his second penalty of the game, and it ends 3-0. And just as I was saying that we haven't smashed any teams, we come away with a 3-0 win against Middlesbrough. I believe that is our highest, our biggest win since I have taken over the club.
Leicester City 3.
We can actually go check that real quick in my career. So yeah, that's actually the biggest win so far, a 3-0 there. As you can also see there, 4-2 against Manchester United, our biggest defeat so far. So looking at that, I would say we're doing pretty well, but that doesn't really tell the whole story. But regardless, that is a very good result there, 3-0. Okazaki getting on the score sheet twice. Unfortunate that Fuchs missed his first penalty, but he did get his second penalty. He scored that one, and ultimately it didn't have too big of an effect on the game. So who do we have next? We have Sunderland, probably away. It'll be a tough game if it's away. If it's at home, it should be an easy match. But either way, we still got to beat them on the day. So now we're going to look at the youth team again, and we're just going to release that guy and this guy, and we're going to release this guy. We'll keep everyone else on. So that Cam's still only 15 years old, so we can't sign him up, but he's got amazing potential still. 84 to 94 rated. We've got an 80 to 94 rated, 62 rated goalkeeper. Wow. So yeah, we're gonna sign him to a contract, definitely, and I'm gonna give him I'm just gonna give him the future first team player role actually. But yeah, that is very good. Starting off 62 rated is pretty high. I'm gonna start training him. He could become 78 rated by the end of the season, I think. Maybe even higher than that. Goalkeepers tend to go up pretty fast. And then we've got this left wing here, 79 to 94 rated, still only 15 years old though, so we can't sign him up. But he's another exciting prospect in the youth team. And we got a couple other decent guys there. But we'll just leave the rest of them in there for now. But yeah, that goalkeeper, I'm definitely ready to get him in. That means we can actually sell Zieler, because I only usually keep 2 goalkeepers in the club, and we don't need Zieler to stay if this guy can go up to 78 rated by the end of the season, which I'm pretty sure that he will be able to do. So we should be able to make some money there. But that is the lineup that we're going to go into the next game with against Sunderland away. A tough game because it's away, but Sunderland not the toughest opponent in the world. They're in decent form. 2 draws, 1 win in their last 3 games. But one of those draws was against Liverpool. But hopefully we can get 3 points here. Yellow card early on for them, but nothing else in the game so far. But Defoe has scored. Mahrez immediately equalizing. That's a little bit unfortunate. But Fuchs there has put us 2-1 up, and that denier guy that got a yellow card, he's got his second yellow card of the match. So they're down to 10 men. It's looking good for us here. We should be able to hold on to this lead against 10 men, and we have done. So a 2-1 win there. Fuchs and Mahrez with the goals, and Fuchs is an absolute scoring machine at left back. You wouldn't expect a left back to score a lot of goals, but he's probably, he might even be close to that top scorer part. position in the Premier League. I feel like he's got like 6 or 7 goals right now. So very good stuff from him. And Ndidi there has went up 1 rating, so he's 79 rated now. He's really starting to get up in the ratings. I feel like he could get up to like 83, 84 rated by the end of the season if we keep training him. So very nice stuff there. And here it is, the last game of the Champions League group stage, and probably the last game of the episode as well. So Besiktas, we are actually, if they win this, they're probably going to go ahead of us. Yeah, if they win this, they'll go ahead of us, or at least they should. Not sure if FIFA will calculate it properly. But yeah, they are 3 points below us. Both of us are through to the next round, so this match literally means nothing for Olympic Lyon and Sevilla, but for us, this is going to decide whether or not we finish first or second, which is very important going forward, because obviously you're supposed to get an easier team in the second round when you finish first in the group. It doesn't always pan out that way, but usually it does, and we've got a goal early on through Raid Mahrez there, so very nice. Adriano for them has been, he's been taken off through injury. So 55 minutes in, still 1-0, and Vardy's made it 2-0. That should be the game wrapped up. Hopefully we can bring home the 3 points, and it looks like we're going to. Few minutes left. There it is, the final whistle. A 2-0 win there, and that is amazing from Leicester City. We've managed to finish top of the group in the Champions League. That should grant us a fairly easy draw for the round of 16. We've reached the board's objective, but I want to make it probably, it depends on who we play, but ideally I want to make it to the quarterfinals with the team we've got right now. But that will be in a future episode. That's going to be the end of this episode, so leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will